What is going on, everybody? Warrat here. How you doing today? It's top of the morning at Geekxhalla. Got my hard hat on, ready to go. I'm about to show you a build. So let me go ahead and finish my bourbon. I mean my coffee, and we'll get on to the build. All right? Alright everybody, let me go ahead and grab my lunch and we'll go ahead and head over to the build site, okay? So let's do that now. Alright, so I got my meat and we'll go ahead and grab that. And we're off. Alright. Let's start the commute over to the construction site, shall we? And here we go. I like to take my drives and really think about what's going to happen for the next day. And we're here. You guys thought it'd be a long drive, eh? Nah. I live right by the construction site. Okay, so what we're about to do for you today is I wanted to put together a general store for Geekxhalla. Did a little perusing around on the internet, kind of found a design I like, so I'm going to go ahead and put it to action, if you will. So yeah, so what we're gonna have here is a little general store, and I'll kind of walk you through what I'm gonna do and some things that I would like to get out of it, and you know how it's gonna look. So let me grab some materials and we'll get right to it. Okay. Okay, let's get this started off here. So the first thing you're gonna want to have is some S+ foundations, some pillars, and some ceilings, and I'll show you what the pillars and ceilings are going to be for, because I want to get a right height for something, and I'll show you how to do that real quick. So that'll be the first things you're going to want to grab. So we'll head over here, and I kind of just picked this nice flat area for what I wanted to do. It should be pretty good for what I'm looking for, so let's go ahead and get started on that. So the first thing you do is just go ahead and place your first foundation, and these first couple steps are a little tedious, but the payoff is very nice. So you're basically going to place a foundation there, and you're going to go ahead and place a ceiling on top and one ceiling out, and then below that you notice there's two snap points there. You want the lower snap point, and what that's going to cause for you is your foundation. See how it's going to drop here? It's going to drop down a height, so it's going to be one level, and you're going to work your way around until you get the desired height. And now I'm going to go ahead and show you this, basically what I'm trying to do here with a little bit lower height, because I think it'll better achieve what I'm looking for your final end result. So I'm going to bring you guys back when I get to the height I want. Okay, so this is the height that I was trying to achieve with my my pillar lowering. It's about half a foundation into the ground on the S+. So then you're going to go ahead and just get your basic layout here, and what I'm doing is going to be 2 wide, and then it's going to drop back 1, and then 2 wide, and then you're going to go 4 deep total from the front, and then fill it in. So we'll get this all filled in, and then I will bring you back with the next set of materials. Okay, for our next step, what we need is your standard wood fence foundations, a stack of regular stone foundations, and a stack of regular wooden walls. And what this is going to allow you to do, and there may be other ways to do it, this is just the way I found and I'm going to use it, it's going to allow you to double stack walls so both sides are the outside facing or both sides are the inside facing. In my case, I'm going to do both sides the inside facing, and I'll show you what to do here. So step 1 is going to be take a fence foundation and place it right on the edge of your S+ stone foundation. Then you can go ahead and come in here, and on the fence foundation you're going to go ahead and place your first wall. Then you come to the outside, place your standard stone foundation, and on that you're going to go ahead, find the snap point here. It's kind of tricky, but once you find it, you will get a double inside wall. So obviously you'll have to address how you want to address, you know, your height differences, and I have ways to do that as well when we get a little further in, and I'll show you what I did with that as well. So that's going to give me the real clean, you know, almost processed wood look on both sides, which I was looking for this build. So that's how you get that, and then you can come back in here and go ahead and get rid of that old foundation, unless you want to leave it for a patio or whatever you want to do. For my build, it's not exactly what I'm looking for. So we'll go ahead and go in here with another one here, place that, go ahead and come in and get the snap point that we want. Nope, got it turned around. Clear that out. Get on our wood foundation, and voila. Come back underneath here, place our foundation, come right back on top, and there we go. And that's going to give you the look that I'm looking for. So let me go ahead and get this spot walled in that I want to wall in, and then I'll bring you in for the next step. Okay, we're down here to our last one. So let's get this last one in, and then we'll show you the next step. 1, 2, foundation. Last one. Oh, something ain't right. What's going on here? Oh no, it's right. Okay. There we go. Alright. So your next step is going to be the glass storefront. So what I'm going to use one doorway and some glass. And all I'm going to do is go ahead and line this. 4 pieces of glass here. 4 pieces of glass here. I'm going to do the doorway right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm also going to do one there. Okay, so this is going to give you your actual storefront, and then we'll go in with the model selector. If you're using S+, you can actually change, you know, the frames of your glass, which makes it look really cool. So let me go ahead and do that, and then we'll move forward. Alright, so we got our glass front in. Now I'm going to go ahead and just add a ramp here. And we want it to snap to the foundation. That's not what we wanted. Let's go ahead and pick her up. And snap to the foundation. There we go. Oh, nope. Alright, let's try this again. Everybody knows about the fun snap points, right? There we go. Okay. Then what I'm going to actually do is switch to stairs now that the S+ mod updated that, so it looks a little cleaner. I definitely like that look. It's a little, this looks better. Okay, throw in a door here, and I chose the wooden door just for the kind of the look I'm going. And the next step is going to be, I'm going to show you my putting in the second floor here. So I just got a stack of S+ wood ceilings. I do have one hatch frame and a ladder set. So I'm going to put the hatch ceiling right in the middle here, and I want the planks to run the same way as the wall, so that's why that first one's kind of slightly important. And then after that we go ahead and snap in the rest of our ceilings to match. Now there is a couple snap points here, unfortunately, with the extra layer of walls, so we just got to make sure we get the right one. There's that, and I can already see that I did not get the right one. Grab these out. Try that again. There we go. That's the one we want. So I'll go ahead and get these thrown in, and I'll bring you right back. So I figured I'd bring you outside just to kind of show you the snap point importance here. So if you kind of look way back, I actually snapped to the outside wall. So if you're looking down for any reason, and you know, you won't see that gap anymore, because like I said, I snap the ceiling pieces to the actual outside, so it's nice and flush all the way around. So that's quite important, is you know, for the end look, to make sure we don't have any funny gaps or anything like that. So now that that's in, I will continue to place these. Alright, so for this next step, I'm actually going to be using some castle mod material. Your walls and your windows from the castle mod, and they all snap, again, they all snap real nice to everything S+ wise. So where I want this placed, if you see I got 2 snap points, I actually want my snap point on my ceiling. So it's going to go there. I pulled out my demo gun. So you do have to find the snap point, and you know, the quick button of Q will help you with that. And that one's snap wrong. Sometimes you got to play with them. It just takes a little couple tries on every once in a while, but they always do snap in place, and it's pretty easy to find your snap points as long as you don't got like 100 of them. So I'm going to continue to go around here. Actually, hold on, hold your horses. Actually wanted to place windows here, so I'll show you these as well. Oh, missed the snap point. Alright, Q. There's my snap point. And Q. There's my snap point. Alright, so they're snapped in. So I'm going to finish up these walls and bring you right back. Okay, so we got all the walls placed, and the next thing I'm just going to do is I just kind of show you the model selector tool in the castle mod. And for the aesthetic I'm going for, I'm actually going for the sandstone look, because the reference I did find that I'm kind of mimicking actually looks extremely similar to the sandstone. So it's going to look really cool when it's all done, when the colors mesh together, which I'm not going to give away too much on the colors quite yet, because I want to kind of be a surprise for you guys when you see it. So now that that's in, let's go ahead and grab the next set of materials, and we're going to start laying in our roofs. And I'm actually using the castle mod roofs as well. Let's go ahead and get in here. Whoop. Gotta love that lag. Alright, let's try this again. Bring this in here, drop off some materials, and I'm going to grab the keep roof structures. I'm going to grab the wall gable ends, and I'm actually going to grab the, where'd they go? There they are. The keep ceiling structures. And I'll kind of show you the shape I'm kind of going with this. It's going to try and make it a little bit of a low profile. So first one's going to go in right here. And with castle mod, you push E to rotate the triangles. So that's going to go there. That's going to go there. We'll come around on the other side. E to rotate. And E to already rotate. That's pretty sweet. And I dropped off my walls. Let me go grab those. I need 4 just to finish off the gable there. No big deal. So I'll take this actually. Oh, I'm gonna have to make a couple extra. So that's okay. But we'll show you what we're doing here. So I'll throw these walls in here, there, and then I'm gonna go inside and just show you the roof, how we're gonna actually lay out the roof. And I could actually put those other pieces in after the fact. It shouldn't be too big of a deal. Alright, so let's go ahead and put this away and then grab my roofs. And you do have to rotate for whatever reason on some of these. I don't know, it's weird. I've noticed it a lot with castle mod, is it wants to put them the opposite way instead of, you know, towards what you already have. But I guess it wouldn't know, so it's really no fault to the mod. So let's go ahead and throw these in. And I'm actually going to do the model selector change as well. And what I'm going to actually pick is the wood pattern. It's really cool, actually. They add like the cross members into it and really decorate it up. So let's go ahead and put those ones in, and then these ones here I actually am gonna do wooden 5, just because I like this. Oop, that one got changed as well. Did to me last time as well. Not quite sure why. So let's go with wooden 5 again on this. Wooden 5, and yep, change it again. And back to the stone. Okay. Now let's go ahead and place our actual roof. Now it starts off looking like a stone roof. Oh, well that's interesting. You know what? I know why that did that. That's because of the... No, I don't know why that did that actually. Let's try that again. I thought maybe that's because I'm attached so wide. Well, let's see here. Shouldn't have been the case though. So let's try this again and see where it snaps. Right there. Oh yeah, that's gonna give me a gap no matter what I do. That's okay. We'll fix it with a pillar later, and I'll show you what we'll do with that. So we'll place these in here, all the way across, and I'll go back in and add the other walls I need there, which is no big deal. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna try something. So let me bring you right back after I make another couple of materials. I want to see if I can pull this off. Be right back. Alright, so I'm going to bring you guys back, and I made a few changes while I was away. There was a weird snap point where it was leaving a small gap, and I'm pretty sure it was because of my extra width walls, and they were snapping to that, which that's the look I wanted for underneath anyway. So in lieu of that, I'm going to go ahead and sacrifice a little bit up here for that fact, but it actually turns out really well with this castle mod, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So, what I had to do is basically, and I'll actually remove it and I'll redo it to show you. What I'm doing here is I actually have to overlap some of my ceilings. But I gotta make sure that and I found out I have to place this far one left first, so I place that one. And then I go back in here and do my model change to the wood, put the gun away, and then I have to place the one in here. If for whatever reason, if I was trying to do the model change after they were both placed, it wasn't going to let me do it. So now it lets me do it, but I have to aim right in the little gap here, which is fine. And when I actually change this, it actually lines up really nice with the wood, and you can't really tell that there's two pieces clipping into each other. So it ends up creating a nice little look. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up these model changes here, finish up these ones over here. And then I'm actually going to change these to wood as well, because I like the brown a little bit better. I feel like it gives it a little bit better of a look. And then I'm going to actually turn these into, the sandstone to give that same look on both sides. Now, I'm going to go ahead and go down. I'm going to grab the rest of my ceilings here, and then I'll bring you guys right back. Okay, so I had to play with it a little bit to get my beams to line up, but I think I've got them in a good place where I want them. There is some small gaps which you can see some light coming through, but the reality is this area is going to be simply an added storage for the below general store anyway, so I'm not too worried about it. I think the overall aesthetic will look good. I'm kind of going for like an old look anyway, so I could almost pass it off as you know, rickety boards, wilting boards, you know, allowing for gaps in the weather and whatnot. You know, it's an old storage building, and it's, you know, it's going to have its quirks to it, and it's going to have its downfalls to it, if you will. So let's go ahead and take a look outside and see what we got. Let's get down the ladder first. How about that? Yeah. All right. So from the front here, that's what we have. We got the nice big glass front windows, and then you got the stonework on the top, stonework on the bottom, and nice wooded walls, which I'm going to go ahead and paint. So that's going to be my next step. So let me go ahead and grab my paint gear, my spray gun, my colors that I want to do, and we'll get down to painting and see what we come up with, okay? Be right back. Alright everybody, I have a finished product that I would like to show you. Got all the painting done, and I went ahead and furnished the inside to set up like a shop. So without further ado, I bring you the general Ironmongers. Did a red and green paint scheme. It's kind of something I saw in like an 1800s general store. So yeah, like I said, we got the green and the red, and then on the inside on the walls I did a white paint, just like whitewash. I left the roof actually a white as well, and then I went ahead and furnished it with eco mod stuff, advanced draft, stuff, marketplace mods. There's a bunch of different things to kind of give it the extra added flair. You know, made some shop lines in the back, threw a rug down to give it a little more of a, you know, homely appeal, if you will. And then up top here, I did my storage section, and I just basically lined it with a bunch of storage barrels, boxes, and packages to give it that old school storage feel. Just kind of everything's thrown together, and as stuff comes in, they inventory it, put it in. So that's all up here. So once again, I do appreciate everybody for sticking around and watching this build. It's been fun. It took a while, but it was definitely fun. Hopefully maybe I inspired somebody to create a cool build of their own. If you like what you saw here, go ahead and drop a subscribe. Show some love on here. I'm okay with that. Brand new channel starting off, you know, everything helps. Yeah, that's about all I got for you today, so I hope you enjoyed the General Ironmongers General Store. Once again, I appreciate you, and I salute you.